Hello, everyone, and welcome to Accelerate. My name is Jason Smeal. I am the Director of Business Development for Inspected.com, and I'm very excited for the opportunity to present our remote virtual inspection software and solution for you. Let's just like to remind you, everybody, to please keep the questions coming through the chat throughout the presentation, and we'll be happy to answer everything as we get to the end. So let's just take a quick start here and go through. I'm going to show you all about what who we are, where we came from, and how this is going to be a solution that is going to work for you, your municipality, and also your own private entity. Just a couple things we're going to talk about. We'll tell you about where we came from, what our mission is, some of the highlights and features of what our program can do for you, how it works for you, talk a little bit about remote virtual inspections in the news and how it's changing the way things are done today. And then finally, we'll talk about our solutions at the very end. But just to give you a little bit of a background about who we are and where we came from, we are Inspected.com. We were developed back in November of 2019. The whole idea was based off of our founder, Anthony Pereira, who is an HVAC contractor. And Anthony was having a very difficult time scaling the business to where he wanted, simply because the area where we're at, South Florida, it gets so bottlenecked with the traffic and the congestion and everything. So the concept of, can I virtually inspect something that I can visually see, came to. And while that's been around for a little while with our FaceTimes and our Google Duos and all the mediums that are out there to us right now, it hadn't been standardized into a full platform yet where we're able to take notes, we're able to geolocate things, and we're able to complete the entire process in one unique platform. And that's where we got to be here today. So really our mission is to standardize remote virtual inspection, because the uniformity and the efficiency across the platforms, it needs to be all part of one platform. And you're going to be able to see that here as we get a little bit further into the presentation. So some of the visions that we have of this is, again, the efficiency. I'm going to say efficiency a lot throughout this presentation because it's really what this entire platform is all about. I mentioned when we got developed back in 2019, it was all for efficiencies. Well, we got into the market much quicker because as we were developing this, COVID hit, and we realized that we not only had to do this for the efficiency of the businesses and of the building officials and the municipalities around our country, we had to do it for the safety of it. So it kind of pushed us to the market a little bit earlier than we were expecting, but it allowed everybody to be safe doing their inspections. It allowed business to continue going, it allowed building to continue going. So, that's really where we started from. We want to be efficient with everything. We want to innovate remote virtual inspections, and we want to expand it outside to the digital and electronic permitting process. We want to close that digital loop with the permitting, the plan review, everything into one single platform. So we started talking COVID real briefly, but again, these are all new norms and actions. And the rise of virtual inspections is continuing to grow. Okay, it was something that was done to be safe, but people are now starting to realize that it needs to be done to help your business continue to scale, to help your businesses continue to get the inspections done in a timely manner, and really make life a lot easier, not only on the building department, but also on the contractor, the homeowner, so on and so forth. So again, our software is allowing all these different entities to grow by leaps and bounds simply because it puts everything in one centralized place and is standardizing the entire operation of remote virtual inspections. Okay, where we're going forward, the next step for us is really, we want to be able to integrate with our partners and establish a meaningful long-term program so we can keep everybody involved. Okay, the user experience is such an important part of what we do here, because it is a simple program and it's so easy for everybody to use. Okay, however, in order to change the way people think and in order to change the way the industry has gone for so long, we need to make it as simple as possible. And that's one of the cool things that you're going to see here is we're able to take this process and simply connect one party to another via a geolocated video conference and simply take a look at everything that needs to be seen on a job site, put our notes in, take our photos, do everything that needs to be done, and then give you a very finalized collaborated report that shows everything within that inspection. So into a little bit more about remote virtual inspections. It's emerging technology. One of the things that one of the members of our team, who is a contractor, says the industry is always slow to know and slow to grow. And quite simply, all that means is, by the time something comes to the forefront and it's something that needs to be seen by an entire industry, construction industry is, really slow to take it on, and really slow to implement it. This type of software that we're using and this program that we have, it is going to allow contractors to grow their business in such a way they're not going to know what they did beforehand. And so we really are excited about the opportunity to show this, again, not only to the municipalities, but also to the contractor side, because it's going to allow their business to continue to grow. We continue to look for more and more efficiencies. And this other part about it is falling behind on inspections. This is going to help eliminate all of that, because it's not going to have to go through the cumbersome activity of getting a body from point A to point B. This is things that can be done all within the comfort of a home or an office. All right, so our value proposition, again, word efficiency. I said it 15 times already into this presentation, but it really is a big part of what we're doing. Don't take the time to go from the from the office to the job site, to another job site, so on and so forth. You can literally do 5 to 10 inspections in the morning before you ever even have to go out in the field. And in most cases, you're not even going to need to go back out in the field if all your inspections can be done on site. So by the time that a normal inspector leaves his office, goes down to the vehicle, drives to a job, we can already have 2 inspections done. And then when they get in the car to go across town 15 miles, there could be another couple inspections done. So, and that kind of leads into our next thing, going green. It's going to cut down on your emissions. It's going to cut down on all the things that go into place when you're going from point A to point B. The geolocation is a very key part of what we do here. It is going to ensure that the inspection is being done at 123 Main Street. If you are at 125 Main Street, you're not going to have that geolocation, and that's going to reflect in your report. And finally, again, the safety aspect of it keeps people out of other people's homes, keeps people off the roads, and allows for a safer overall environment. And how do contractors feel about it? They feel helped at 100%. Our contractors that are using this are real excited about it, simply because it takes out of the equation waiting for the inspection to move on to another job. So many people spend so much time and so much money waiting for inspectors. Meanwhile, they're paying those people in the vehicles, and they're also slowed down by the jobs because they can't move on to the next phase. On the flip side, on the municipality side, we are seeing the same exact thing, because inspections are not piling up as much, because they're able to do so many so quickly from the comfort of their desk. They don't have to get that backlog, and they can start eliminating the backlog that they've accumulated over the years. All right, now some of the features, and you're going to get a little bit better view of this with our screenshots here, but we're able to take real-time photographs during their virtual inspection section. We're also able to allocate inspection stages, categories, notes. It's all going to be tied right into this nice, neat report here. You record everything. We house everything for you. There is no additional IT build out to this. And you're able to generate these reports for your inspections. And you can get very granular with these, because you can have all the information of the inspection there, along with the photographs tied to the notes with the geolocation. All this is available immediately at the end of the inspection. All right, just a little bit more into our highlights here. Again, I mentioned the geotagging, the simple interface. I say that if you can FaceTime somebody, you can do this, and that's really all it is. We do all the rest of the work. It's a simple connection, and everything else is done within our platform, which is also cloud-based. So we record everything and we hold everything for you as well. Again, no additional IT build out. And the scheduling of the inspection, very dynamic scheduling feature, makes it easy on everybody. It's going to cut down on those wait times. Now, the reports we talked about already, we're going to have all the information we need there, but this search history part, you can actually go back in and you can not only pull the report back when you need it, you can also pull back the video and the photographs and everything that you need within that report. Now, the flexibility, you're going to have some versions that you can take a look at later on that's going to fit your needs specifically. And finally, of course, the real-time support. We're going to have people waiting there for you to help you out should you have any need while working on our platform. All right, we go into some of the facets that we've gotten involved with here. You can see government, services, insurance, commercial, health, and facilities. Again, we had actually developed this strictly on a municipal site to help with building officials, but we realized there's so many different aspects that can grow out of this. And we're able to, as far as insurance goes, you can take a look at a claim from anywhere. And you have instant communication when something is being filed. When you're looking at services, it's helping with the building and permit inspections, increasing productivity in the bottom line. Our commercial applications are really endless, and we continue to find new and exciting ones each and every day. And then finally, our health facilities, the facility and equipment compliance and safety inspections, quality control. Again, this is all tied in, and having all these tools available for you on a single platform where you can review all this information any given time. It's really, really a powerful tool to have. All right, and just a few things here, some of the misconceptions and some of the myths, the jobs in the industry shortage and the move to a third-party private or private provider, these are all things that are a benefit of it. We're not looking to take jobs away. We're looking to increase the efficiency of it. Okay, the third-party and private providers and the continuing education, these are all things that are allow our platform to work within your organization to help you grow more. Some of the other things, you cannot see everything 360 degrees. When you're using our tool, you're inspecting something, you are directing the person around. So you get to see everything that you need to see. The inspector has control over the person on the ground, so they can actually point out all the different things that need to be seen to make a compliant inspection. And then finally, the integration with permitting software. That's what we're most excited about here at Accelerate, the opportunity to integrate with Acela and also with all other permitting softwares out there. Okay, here's just a little idea of how we do it. Screenshots here. The first thing you do is you fill out a very simple application on our site, and this is going to trigger an invitation and a scheduling feature to the person on the ground on their smartphone. They're simply going to schedule that inspection. It's going to pop back up right here on the daily schedule for your inspector. And then finally, once you join, this is a glimpse of what the screen is going to look like. You're able to take pictures, you're able to turn on the flashlight, you're able to annotate your videos, you can do all the things that you need to do to make your inspection complete. All right, and here's just a little bit about, what is an RVI, how is it used, so on and so forth. So this is actually, could be used in all different states, but we are down here in Florida. And one of the things that really, got us off and running on this is the Florida Bill 667, and it's a virtual inspection means a form of virtual inspection which uses visual and electronic aids to allow a building code administrator or an inspector or team inspectors to perform without having to be physically present at the job site during the inspection. Forgive me, I did read that off. I don't know the bill by the back of my head, but it is something that is so important because it is written into the law. Okay, this is something that Florida is already evolving to. Everybody else is getting on board with it, and it allows the fact that you can actually now take these inspections and do them compliantly from your office. So some of the stakeholders that are involved, your jurisdictions, your contractors, your subcontractors, again, we kind of went over all those different things when we were talking earlier about all the different uses and the different industries we've cracked into. But these are just some of the things that, or some of the places, excuse me, that our software is being used and the people that are taking advantage of it. Okay, and what is an acceptable RVI? The standardizations of RVIs and completing the RVIs and the process. And the RVI process actually has already been written into code, excuse me, not code, but the International Code Council, who happens to be our partner on this. They have actually come up with the best practices for remote virtual inspections. And they chose us to work with because we comply with all those things. Okay, it complies with the scheduling, it complies with the geotagging, it complies with all the necessary things that go into having a compliant RVI, the completeness of this process. It's all here within our software. All right, and just some of the things that has been going on in the news. The state of Florida, the building inspections, the general bill by local administration by Veterans Affairs Subcommittee. Building inspections require certain counties and enforcement agencies to allow requests for inspections to be submitted electronically. What does this all mean? Very simply, is we are going into the entire digital age now with the entire permitting loop. And from your plan review, from your inspections, from your permit to your inspections, we're putting it all into one location here. And that's what we're so excited about, because we're really at the forefront here. And this software is going to be such a big part of that. And as we can see right here in the news, it is already being introduced. It's already such a big part of what's going on in this world. And inspected.com is right in the middle of it as the leaders of the industry. Some practical uses on it, and there's so many different things we can do on this. Really only touches on some of them, but the solar, the fire inspections, code compliance, building inspection, some simple AC changeouts, water heaters, re-inspections, things like that. You're going to find so many different uses for it as you go through. We're just kind of highlighting the things that have been at the forefront of what we've been doing, what we've seen the most inspections of. But please, you're going to be able to take a look at all sorts of different aspects of it and be able to inspect all different things. All right, again, I'm going to wrap this up here with the efficiencies and cost savings. Again, it is going to be easier. It takes less time to close your permits, your travel time, your parking, your insurance costs, fuel costs, all these things, the environment, sustainable development. These things are all part of what our program is all about. And again, the emergency technology, it's adaptable. It is a new normal. The permitting loop we spoke about, this is going to evolve into drone technology. All these things, including the integration into these great systems such as Acela, is all going to be part of how our company is going to grow to the next level and how it's going to help take yours to the next level as well. So our solutions, we have a variety of different solutions here. I'm going to be able to show you're going to be able to see all these on our website as well. We got an LTE, a Pro Plus, and an Enterprise version, all with a variety of different features that are tied together within those programs. I welcome you to take a look at it, and look forward to seeing you, on our platform testing it out, because everybody can actually test it out on the LTE version and do it for free. So please take advantage of that, and we look forward to getting your feedback on that as well. And I'm just going to wrap it up here. This is Inspected. We are down in Hollywood, Florida. My name is Jason Smeal, and we're looking forward to answering these questions right now as they come in. So, please keep them flowing for us. We're happy to answer them, and you can reach us at this information here. Follow us on all the social medias, and we'll take care of any questions or concerns that you may have. But I want to thank you so much. I wanted to thank Acela for the opportunity to present here, and I want everybody to have a great day. Thank you.